Hi folks, this is going to be an interesting video. It's about Uranus to Neptune. Astronomers have long believed that the ice giants Uranus and Neptune are rich in frozen water. However, new studies suggest that they may also have tons of methane ice. The findings could help solve a puzzle about how these icy worlds formed. Much about Uranus and Neptune remains unknown. These ice giant worlds have had just a single spacecraft visitor, which we know Voyager 2, which flew past them in the 1980s. As a result, scientists have only a hazy idea of ice giants composition. For example, that they contain significant amount of oxygen, carbon, and hydrogen. Now let's go back in time to understand how these two ice giants were discovered. In the space of 75 years across the 18th to 19th centuries, two new planets were discovered. The planet Neptune was discovered in 1846, were very different those that resulted in accidental discovery of planet Uranus in 1781. However, between those two discoveries, many other bodies were found in our solar system. William Herschel, who is considered by many to have been the greatest visual astronomer of all time, he built better telescopes than any of his contemporaries. He convinced members of his family to help his enterprises, notably his sister Caroline, who gained recognition as an astronomer in her own right. William was not looking for a planet, but his skills in observation led him to detect the movement of an object over time. Herschel's discovery aroused fresh interest in a wide gap between the orbits of planet Mars and Jupiter. The regular spacing of the other planets suggested there was an unknown planet in the gap. However, the gap was occupied by numerous minor bodies, which William Herschel called it asteroids.
In 1801, Italian Giuseppe Piazzi discovered the first asteroid, Ceres. 3 more were discovered in the following 6 years. By contrast to the accidental discovery of Uranus, the discovery of planet Neptune was a demonstration of the power of mathematics. My first ever video in YouTube was about planet Neptune. If you haven't watched it, I will tag it below. While astronomers were perfecting telescopes, mathematicians grappled with the practical difficulties of applying Newton's theory of gravitation to the complex interplay of gravitational forces between larger bodies of the solar system. We will tag a video that was published by the genius Newton for your interest. Based on mathematics, it would soon become evident that Uranus was not following its predicted course. The pull of an unknown planet was suspected. French mathematician Pierre Laplace produced monumental definitive work on celestial mechanics. Compatriot Urbain Le Verrier, using the work of Laplace, and tackled the problem of predicting the undiscovered planet's possible position. The planet Neptune was discovered close to where Le Verrier thought it would be. For the very first time, astronomers now had an idea of the true extent of the solar system.
Now some fun facts. Back to Uranus, which is very cold and windy world. This ice giant is surrounded by 13 faint rings and 28 small moons. Uranus rotates at nearly 90 degrees angle from the plane of its orbit. This unique tilt makes Uranus appear to spin sideways, orbiting the Sun like a rolling ball. Uranus was the first planet found with the aid of a telescope. William Herschel originally thought that it was either a comet or a star. After about 2 years later, that the object was universally accepted as a new planet, in part because of observations by astronomer Johannes Elert. Uranus' equatorial diameter is about 31,763 miles. In kilometers, it's 51,118,000 kilometers. It's about 4 times wider than Earth. If Earth was the size of a nickel, Uranus would be a size of a big as a softball. Uranus is about 19 astronomical units away from the Sun at an average distance of 1.8 billion miles or 2.9 billion kilometers. A light from Sun takes 8 minutes and 31 seconds to reach Earth, compared to 2 hours and 40 minutes to travel from Sun to Uranus. One day on Uranus takes about 17 hours. This is the amount of time it takes Uranus to rotate or spin once around its axis. Uranus makes complete orbit around the Sun, that's an year in Uranian time, is about 84 Earth years or 30,687 Earth days. Uranus is the only planet whose equator is nearly at the right angle to its orbit with a tilt of 97.77 degrees. This may be the result of a collision with an Earth-sized object long time ago. This unique tilt causes Uranus to have the most extreme seasons in a solar system. For nearly a quarter of each Uranian year, the Sun shines directly over each pole, plunging other half of the planet into 21-year-long dark winter. Uranus is also one of the just 2 planets that rotate in the opposite direction than most of the planets. Venus is the other. I hope you like this video. Stay tuned for more in the future. Please subscribe if you haven't to my channel. Also, please share this video. Have a good day. Bye.